Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into another NFL mock draft challenge. Trading Deebo Samuel. Not saying it's going to happen, but I wanted to do a video. What could the 49ers potentially get for Deebo Samuel? Now, the rules here are I can only trade Deebo Samuel. Every other player is off limits, and if I get a first-round pick back for Deebo, I can then trade that first-round pick to get like multiple second-round picks. But the only things that I can trade are the picks that I acquire for trading Deebo Samuel. So this is a little bit more realistic. I'm not going to nuke the entire 49ers roster. This is just me trading Deebo Samuel away if the 49ers have to, and then trying to replace Deebo with a receiver. Also looking at team needs with San Francisco. This is a little bit more realistic. The only things that I can trade are the assets I get back for Deebo Samuel. So say I get a first-round pick back for Deebo, I can then trade that first-round pick for multiple second-round picks, something like that, but I cannot touch the 49ers roster, and we will go ahead and do this and try and be realistic about it because, you know, they could trade Deebo. We'll have to see. The first thing I do want to quickly do is just kind of see the overall value that Deebo has according to PFF. So looks like not the first pick, looks like the 33rd pick. Could I get a second rounder there? So I'm guessing Deebo is probably going to be worth maybe a mid-first rounder according to PFF. Whether you want to believe that in real life or whatever, it's just what I'm going to have to do because it is PFF. So we will go ahead and probably try and trade for a mid-first rounder. Yeah, a team like Houston. So I'm going to go ahead and offer up Deebo Samuel for the number 13 overall pick. Says it has a 6% chance of being accepted. I will be interested in giving you the 105th pick if you want to do that. 105th pick in Deebo Samuel for the 13th overall pick. And we get it done. And now, guys, I am going to then trade down. I could take Garrett Wilson right here at number 13. Oh, my goodness. No, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to trade down with New Orleans possibly. If I can get 2 first-round picks, I'm not going to be able to. I'll also give you 61. I'll give you 61 and 93 for 2 first-round picks for 16 and 19. Should I do that? I don't think I'm going to do that. The thing is, I can't trade any other players. I cannot trade any other players. So I could honestly just take Garrett Wilson here. I'm really... guys, I seriously was going to trade down, but if Garrett Wilson is here to replace Deebo Samuel, I have to take him. I legitimately have to take him, so I am going to take Garrett Wilson. This is going to be a quick video. Garrett Wilson, excuse me. Garrett Wilson, an absolute superstar. Absolute superstar, somehow is there at 13. Now we're going to be realistic about it. We're going to draft team needs. They need a guard, center, and a cornerback. We'll go ahead and look for a good cornerback. Woolen is probably, yeah, maybe I go Woolen. I do love me some Cam Taylor-Britt. They moved Cam Taylor-Britt all the way up to 65th. I love that they did that. Also need a guard or a center. Is Cole Strange? Oh my goodness, he is. Oh yes, Cole Strange is available. So I might try and trade back. Ooh, if I can get 64 and 75. If I can get 64 and 75. I said I wasn't going to do this, but this is just a smaller trade. This is not a big deal. I'll give you 61. I'll give you 134. I'll give you 187. I'll give you 220. They're not interested in doing that. I'll give you 172. I don't want to. Do I want to do that? 64 and 75. I want Cam Taylor-Britt and Cole Strange, but I don't really want to trade the entire draft away, if that makes sense. Yeah, this makes sense. This is a good trade for me, I think. Yeah, that's a good trade for me. And it goes through. We move back a little bit, and he gets picked. Okay, that's not good. We can go ahead and take Woolen, though. We'll go ahead and draft Woolen. That's fine. That's not a big deal. Go ahead and draft him, the rangy, athletic player. And I am going to trade back up to make sure I get Cole Strange. That was close. I'll give you 220. Yeah, we'll give you some crap. I just want to make sure I get Cole Strange. The 49ers need to be targeting this dude. He is an absolute underrated star from Chattanooga. We're going to pick him, and then they've got 1/3. We might just trade all these picks to try and move back up, honestly. Maybe get Donovan West, someone like Donovan West. Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. We'll try and move back up. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to. Does not look like we're going to be able to move back up, so we'll just let it go. And the thing is, guys, I was very surprised I was able to get my hands on Garrett Wilson if they are going to trade Deebo Samuel. My original plan was to get like the number 13th overall pick and then start trading back and get a bunch of assets. But if you're going to give, Garrett Wilson at number 13, he rarely ever is available at that position. So they do need a center. I have not drafted a center yet, but I think I might just go best player available. Yeah, it doesn't really, that's not doing it for me. We'll go Clark, the linebacker from LSU. That's a really good player. The 49ers have a really good roster overall. Like, genuinely, they have a really good roster. We'll go over Joshua Williams, UNC Pembroke. Is this a Division III school? Oh my, we'll draft him. Why not? They must have just scouted him or something. I've never heard of him. And then we will go and probably take Micah McFadden, just because I do like Micah McFadden as kind of an underrated player. Christian Allen, Isaiah Thomas is interesting. Yeah, we'll go Micah McFadden is like, you know what you're going to get from him. He's a white boy. You know what you're going to get. 121. Brock Purdy. Wow, they moved Brock Purdy way up too. That's surprising. Leon O'Neal Jr. We'll go Leon O'Neal Jr. I just like taking guys I haven't drafted yet. That's the thing. I like taking guys I haven't drafted yet. This is actually a very quick mock. Buda Bolden. There's an underrated player. And then they really don't need a quarterback, though. That's the thing. Skylar Thompson, maybe to mentor Trey Lance. Yes, we had the last pick. He's Mr. Irrelevant. He is the last pick. Please grade it. Please. We're going to let it load. We got to do this. Let it load. Oh, I don't think it's going to load. Come on. It's going to. And there it is. So, very weird here for the 49ers. If I'm a 49ers fan, this is a win. I'm sorry. I know Deebo Samuel does a lot for you, but if you can trade away Deebo Samuel, turn it into Garrett Wilson, you have to understand, you guys have to pay Nick Bosa. You're going to be allocating a ton of your cap room to paying Nick Bosa. Get younger, get Garrett Wilson, who you're going to have for 5 years at least before you have to pay him with pick number 13. I did not expect him to be there at pick number 13. That's a rarity. That's not going to happen in the actual draft. We make another trade. We get Woolen, the cornerback, who's crazy. He's 6'4". He runs a 4.2 or like a 4.33 or something. Great value with Cole Strange. And then, you know what? We took some players. This is a very solid mock draft by me, I think. I don't know how they gave this a B. This should be an A+. They gave the Cole Strange pick a C+. At a position of need, getting him at 71 overall, that's ridiculous. But if you're the 49ers, you get a young superstar receiver, you get a young cornerback, you get a really good young guard. If you got to trade Deebo Samuel, you got to trade him. The positives of trading Deebo Samuel, you could get someone like Garrett Wilson, and you also don't have to allocate that much money to paying Deebo Samuel. But guys, don't get it twisted. I think they should pay Deebo Samuel. There was a report that Deebo Samuel doesn't want to play for San Francisco. I think that's wrong. I just think he wants to be paid. So we'll see what happens with Deebo Samuel, but just wanted to do a quick little draft with Deebo getting traded. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching.